Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today we're going to be doing an advanced review and deep diving into National Lampoon's 4K Ultra HD release, and this is the brand new 40th anniversary 4K Ultra HD restoration that Warner Brothers is releasing in about a week from now. And I did get this in about a week early so I could dive into this and do all my exclusive 4K versus the original Blu Ray image comparisons. That's where I go in and pull all the native data off of each of these discs to show you how the comparison is image quality wise side by side above, and that's something I exclusively do here on my YouTube channel. Then as always, I'll wrap it up with my review score to give you a total sum up quality of this set to let you know if this is something that's actually worth buying. Now to start off with here, we're going to start off with the native images pulled from the original Blu Ray release that I own. This is the 2010 old VC1, and this is the bad transfer that has always existed of National Lampoon's Vacation on Blu Ray. If you've owned that and you've watched it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's always had very heavy orange tone to the entire film. Skin tones, everybody looks really orange throughout it. And it just was a really poor transfer, just a very bad transfer. And it's always deserved something better, and I was excited when they announced they were doing a brand new restoration for the 40th anniversary. Now in comparison to the brand new 4K Ultra HD release, this is a native 4K 2160p, and it does have HDR10 on it. And I can tell you this new 4K was created from a brand new 4K scan of the original camera negatives, and they did a new 4K restoration for it. I can tell you as you're noticing those images right away above, there is a big difference. There is a lot of things that stood out on this new restoration that they did a whole lot better than that horrible 2010 VC1 Blu Ray transfer. I can tell you depth and detail look drastically better on this. Now there was some slight nitpicky negative things I discovered when I went through all my testing on this 4K, but when I get to my review score at the end, you'll understand how the total quality of this set is, so that way it kind of gives you an idea how this compares to all the hundreds of other 4Ks I've exclusively tested and reviewed. Now, if after you get done watching this review and hearing my review score, you want to buy this brand new 4K Ultra HD release that's coming out, I've posted those direct links from Amazon in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section right below. As always, if you want to buy any of these, make sure to use those links I've posted in the description section or as a pinned comment in the comment section below. They never cost you, the viewer, even a penny extra when you click on those links, and they're on sale for the same prices everywhere. But those links down there help to support the creation of these exclusive videos. So make sure if you're deciding you're going to buy this, to click on those links I've posted down there below. Now, National Lampoon's Vacation came out in 1983. Obviously, it was filmed on film, and that is where when they go back and they do a brand new 4K scan for the 4K restoration, it can lend to quite a nicer image with much more detail and depth on 4K than on that previous Blu Ray release. Now, I can tell you there was a few negative things on this 4K release that I'll get out of the way here. In the beginning intro, where it's showing all the postcards from all over the country, basically the vacation postcards they pick up while they're on vacation, where it's showing the title sequence of the actors and the cast and things like that, there was some digital noise throughout that. Now, I was kind of worried when I saw that in the intro title sequence. There's quite a bit of digital noise and flashing, and where it's kind of got vibrations, and you'll see that in that intro title sequence. After you get past that, it ends. Thankfully, throughout the rest of the film, there was only a few slight instances of digital noise, but nothing that was heavy or anything like that intro title sequence. So the good news is, the only digital noise that was something bad, that was something that stood out, was in that intro title sequence with all of those postcards. Once it got past that, you didn't have any of those issues whatsoever through the rest of the film. Now, another thing I did encounter that's a negative, there is a couple of very brief scenes in this film that it has what they would call, they use the program Neat. I have talked about this a lot over the years here on my YouTube channel. It's actually a program they use. It is not, first of all, DNR. A lot of people just sum up DNR in a bundle package and just call everything DNR. It's not. So there's actually different programs that do different things. DNR does another thing. So the program Neat basically limits and controls some of the grain. It's different than DNR it gives a completely different effect. There is a couple very brief scenes, mostly at night, that you will notice that there is grain management. If you know what you're looking for, you will see that there was grain management used. And I understand that's probably because those night scenes, when they scanned the original film elements, had quite a bit of grain fluctuation. And that's where the grain was kind of causing like white speckles throughout those nighttime scenes. And that's where I see that they use that program neat. Now, I'm gonna see people say, oh, well, it means there's DNR in this. That's not the same thing. It's absolutely not even the same program. And that's where there's a lot of things that people just don't understand, the different elements of film restoration and programs that are used. This is nothing like DNR. It's actually used to control the grain. So in that sense, it's not as bad, in my opinion, of what they use with DNR. It's just in a few brief scenes and it doesn't look horrible. The actual image on this is a very impressive image. Throughout it, it does have very nice filmic film grain. The film grain is not gone throughout it. It has not been reduced through the entire thing. It's there through it, except in those few very brief scenes, it is lighter. Other than that, it is a very nicely stable picture throughout. You will see some brief fluctuations, but again, to be honest with you, for a film from 1983, it looks pretty darned amazing on this 4K Ultra HD release. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Just like with this exclusive video you're watching right now with these exclusive image comparisons, I'm the only one that does these. You never want to miss out on any of this exclusive content, so make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, talking about the audio on this, it does have an English DTS HD Master Audio 2.0, and I can tell you that was another nice surprise. They did a restoration on the audio and it is very clear, very clean, very crisp sounding. The music sounds way better than it ever did on the previous Blu Ray release. The audio mix on that was okay. It wasn't the worst part of that, it was the image that was the worst part of that. But the audio was not amazing. On this, the audio is much cleaner, much clearer. It is still limited by the original source, which is what they're working with when they did this restoration. Would have been cool for them to try to do something like a Dolby Atmos. But again, I'm glad they worked on the audio that is on here so that DTS does sound much better. It's very clean. You can hear so much more of the sound effects of like the car rattling and different engine noises that you couldn't hear at all in that previous Blu Ray release. So I was pleasantly surprised by the audio mix on this, and it does come with English subtitles as well. Now, talking about the special features that are on this, I'm gonna show you what you get in this. You do get this really nice 100th anniversary, Warner Brothers 100th anniversary slipcover in gold. Has obviously the new artwork, I do like that on it. Side, it's got the wood paneling from the station wagon. Then it talks about special features. The only special feature on this is a commentary, and that's by the director Harold Ramis, Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, Anthony Michael Hall, Dana Barron, and Maddie Simmons. Those are all the cast that do the commentary on this, and I will say it's a very enjoyable audio commentary track. It's got some funny moments in it, but that's your special features on this set. You do also get a Movies Anywhere digital copy code in 4K for this, so you do have that option as well, but I'll show you inside here. Now, when you get inside here, this is where your digital copy code would be. There is no Blu Ray included in this set. And the reason why, my understanding is Warner Brothers didn't want to throw in that horrible previous Blu Ray release, because as I've been reviewing in some of their releases before, when they throw those horrible Blu Rays in, I've been saying, don't even throw those in. If they're horrible, save a couple of bucks, and that's what they did for this set. They cut basically a couple of bucks off of their prices for this set, which is why it is a lower priced release from them. And you get your 4K Ultra HD disc, no Blu Ray included. I can tell you on this 4K Ultra HD disc though, they did not over compress it. And I'll get to my bitrate here in just a second. And the 4K Ultra HD disc, thankfully, unlike what Shout Factory is doing and all the horrible things they're doing with their discs, region locking them now, this one is 100% region free. You won't have any issues playing this anywhere worldwide. So when you want to buy this, that link down there that I've posted directly from Amazon in the comment section and in the description section, when you click on that, it ships anywhere in the US, anywhere Canada, anywhere worldwide. So if you decide you want to buy this, make sure to click on that link I've posted below. Now, for the rough average bitrate, I dived into this, as I know a lot of you look forward to. For this, it had a very surprisingly healthy and strong rough average bitrate of 85 megabits per second. So remember how just a few seconds ago I said they didn't overcompress the disc? That is why it has such a high and healthy rough average bitrate. I was very surprised, and that is why it lends to such a nicely filmic looking image without a ton of huge fluctuations. It just looks really good, and it retains that natural film grain throughout it. The depth and detail is there, and I will tell you some of the changes between the image you'll notice above in those image comparisons. This has much healthier skin tones, much more natural looking colors. The old Blu Ray, because it was so heavily orange, and if you've seen that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything in it was just very heavily orange, just overly orange on that old 2010 Blu Ray. On this, that's gone. It just looks more natural. Their skin tones are not that orangey color anymore. They just look natural the way they should. And the new color grading they did for this restoration is leaps and bounds better than that previous Blu Ray release before, and really makes this a stellar looking release of National Lampoon's Vacation, especially for its 40th anniversary. I'm very happy with what they've done for this and how it looks overall, including the sound. It's a nice upgrade that I really wasn't expecting to get. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation review, I did that last year. And if you've watched that review, you'll know about how the quality was on that release. And I was curious if this was going to be better, how it was going to hold up in comparison to National Lampoon's Vacation. So if you want to check out that review after you get done watching this one, that's available right now here on this YouTube channel. I was pleasantly surprised with how this one turned out. Getting to my review score for National Lampoon's Vacation, this gets an excellent 9.1. It's a good job. Other than those few nitpicky things I was talking about, in comparison to that National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, they're still doing a good job with this 4K release, and I'm happy to add this to my National Lampoon's Vacations on 4K. I'm hoping they continue to release the rest of the vacation films. I really want to see National Lampoon's Las Vegas. I enjoyed that one, though some people say that is the lowest quality of the vacation movies, and you might be right in some areas, but I still want to have all of the vacations on 4K, and it seems like Warner Brothers is working to do that, and each year they're releasing another one of these. This is a great job by Warner Brothers Restoration. A 9.1 is a must-buy that you're going to want to buy and add to your collection. Don't miss out on this. Compared to that horrible previous Blu Ray release, this is an excellent job by Warner Brothers, and one that I'm happy to recommend that you buy and add to your collection, especially because, like I said, they released this at a budget price point. I'm thankful they didn't charge like they did for a lot of their recent releases, $29.99. It's a very nice price point, keeping this around that low $20 price point. They cut out that Blu Ray to cut a couple of bucks off of the price, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Because at $29.99, if it would have just had the 4K and digital copy code in here, I really would have felt that was overpriced. Thankfully, they did not charge that. None of the retailers have it for that. It's all between $25 and below, and that's a good price point for this 4K Ultra HD release. I think Warner Brothers did a good job with this, and I understand those few little scenes. I would have rather them not use the program neat just for those few nitpicky scenes, but I understand why they did, because at nighttime, that is where you do have problems sometimes with how film elements are, that it can cause kind of like white speckles in the film where then it's harder to see that scene, and that's why they did use that program neat in those scenes. But again, I'm going to reference this again. That is not DNR. It's a completely different thing, and I'm sure it's going to be misreported by numerous outlets that really just don't know much of anything about film restoration, but I'm going to set the record straight right now. This does not have DNR on it. It is actually a very nicely filmic image. The film grain is present throughout the entire thing, and it's a 9.1 must buy that you're going to want to buy and add to your collection. Just the color grading alone makes this film look the best it ever has on home video, and comes highly recommended from me. Now, if you decide you're going to buy this, I've put the direct link from Amazon in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section below. When you go down there and click on those, it takes you straight out to Amazon. I've done all the work for you. Those links never cost you a penny extra, and it's on sale for the same prices everywhere through those links I've put down there below. Just make sure if you're going to buy it now to click on those links down there below. That helps to support the creation of these videos, because these videos are very expensive and time consuming for me to create. As I've been saying a lot lately, I really need all of you, my viewers and subscribers, support so that I can keep creating videos like this. So it's important that all of you support these videos by joining my Collectors VIP Club. It only costs you a couple of bucks every month. Literally, you spend more than that probably on some subscription service that you don't ever use. and you watch these videos and these videos help you out, these exclusive image comparisons that I work hard to create every single week here on my YouTube channel, make sure to support this channel and the creation of these videos through my Collectors VIP Club. And clicking through those links helps out a little bit as well. There's thousands and thousands of you that watch these videos every single week, and I really do need your financial support on these videos. And it's very expensive for me to create these, and the only way I can do this, because I'm not sponsored or paid by anybody else, is through you, my viewers' financial support, through my Collectors VIP Club and those Amazon links I post down below. Let me know in the comment section below how excited you are for this release. If it was a surprise, that you were surprised got such a nice restoration, a 9.1 is pretty darn good. It's not reference quality, but hey, 9.1, I'll take it for this film considering how horrible that Blu-ray was before. Start that conversation in the comment section below and let me know how excited you are for this now. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.